Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Man, I hope you all had a good week since last week.
Yeah.
This is the American Car Classics radio program. I am Kenny Schofield. I'm in company with Mike Carano.
Hey.
Steve Charbruno. What's up, brother?
Just another day.
Jesse, the face that doesn't get to a lot of recognition.
What's up, guys?
I tell you, Steve looks like the Terminator today.
He's got them glasses on, man. He's sitting back a little bit farther than he usually does.
Listen, I can see you guys today.
It's bad.
But, we got no tech talk or nothing, so I can't even, they got no papers. And I
Nothing to
remember my
read.
glasses and I can see.
Right. I left my reading glasses out in the car.
We're slacking over here so bad.
Well, it has been a different month, and for everybody that has followed our show and does all this, we're missing somebody. That's Keith McDonald, our illustrious host.
Yeah.
The host with the most.
Right.
He hasn't got the most right now, so he's hanging at home for a little while.
Yeah.
And he says he believes that he'll be in next week and do all that and kind of get us back to some news and some tech talk and stuff like that. We've taken a little hiatus from all that because we're actually busy. So this has been a different format. We did get Todd in last week, and that was a nice little break for us because we don't get to see him a lot. I got to tell Mike before the show, Steve, you came in a little bit late to the green room. I stopped by Todd's today, as I normally do.
Yeah. Because it's a shop away from the show.
Well, the visit was cut short a little bit. Tensions were
running rampant at the Todd shop.
They were quarter-mile times. It was. He was.
What's the name of the shop?
Todd Byron's Classic Restoration.
Restoration.
Yeah, and Collision Center, and he was talking to some of his collision technicians about how the wheel is greased.
Right. Let's just say he's talking about work and how work should be done.
Ethics and
it's not being done.
Contributions and
the speed that it should be getting done. And I guess when you're getting paid by the hour, you should be doing the work instead of just sitting around with your elbows on the bed of a truck.
Yeah, it sounded like he wanted a little bit more of this instead of a lot less of that. And sometimes it's hard to get.
You get that by you in your shop?
I texted, as soon as I left the shop, I texted Todd a long message, and I told him I'm so sorry to see him have to do that.
Right.
But it started out with, Steve and I go through the same.
Do you?
Yeah.
Steve, you too? You go through that, getting people to do some work?
Yeah, I had the same conversation with one of my guys today.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did, and when the pipeline went up in 10 or 11 or whatever it was, and we lost a lot of mechanics in this area.
Right.
Because Florida's not a get-rich-for-mechanic working state, okay? Yeah. Unless you're a business owner, you're barely making this. This is just how it is. And so they went, a lot of them, up north. And so it became slimmer pickings for good quality technicians. Steve rates it off, he calls them A-techs, B-techs, and C-techs, which is, in our lingo, it's your qualification skill level. And A-techs are a dime a dozen. And if you get one that really knows his stuff, you're going to pay out the yang, and you're going to do it willingly just to keep him and have that guy in your shop.
Happy, right?
Because he can make 5 other guys work better. He's an investment now.
Well, you had that problem where you were having techs show up and then they didn't have tools.
Yeah.
I mean,
coming on bicycles with bags.
Yeah, how are you a mechanic and show up at the shop and then you don't have tools?
The weird thing about mechanics is that you don't need a light. I can take your car and in my drive or in my business, whatever, and you don't know my experience level or anything. And I can take your brakes apart. Your brakes, Mike.
Right.
The one thing you want to work in your car every time.
It's brakes, yeah.
I can do it without a light, without any kind of liability, whatever.
Yeah.
It's really kind of stupid. There's no regulation on a guy saying he's a mechanic.
Right.
He buys wrench at Lowe's, he's a mechanic.
Yeah.
It's hard. So,
but, the biggest thing is, mechanics is one thing, but doing what Todd does.
Oh.
To find somebody that does quality body work.
Yeah.
And painting.
Yeah.
And, you know the way Todd is. I know the way you are. I know the way Steve works. It's got to be done correctly. Otherwise, it's not leaving the shop.
No, this is our name. You know, and it may go out and Carlos worked on it at Treasure Coast Automotive, but if it breaks down, they're not looking for Carlos.
Right.
They're going for Steve or Paul up front.
Right.
And that's a hard one because when our name is on it, our reputation, it's, you know, Dolphin Auto screwed this up. It's not his guy. It's Dolphin Auto. And you just got to take pride in that and keep it that way, or else you're just going to be a crap hole shop, you know?
I had to go in Saturday and put a tranny in, and Lucille, the old 50 Struck.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't get the transmission back till late Friday, and that's the guy's only transportation. And then we had issues getting parts for the transmission. So, you know, it took an extra couple of days to get the tranny. So I was in on there. I stayed late Friday a little bit, got a head start, came in Saturday and finished it. And it's like when I leave here, I have to go back and do an alignment.
Right.
So,
and that's the whole, you know, owning your own business.
Right.
It's tough.
The whole time Todd was talking to his guys, and it blew me away. I'm sitting back kind of.
Right. Well, you can't say anything.
No.
You know.
He had a DA in his hand the whole time. He was working the whole time. He was flipping out of the guys, and the guys had all quit working to hear him.
Right.
And if anybody knows Todd, he's laid back and he's really cool, you know, but he's the same way to me. It's like, you know, if I'm sitting here doing something and you're not, you know, or like my biggest pet peeve, you know, if I got to go behind you and clean up because you worked on a car and now you're on your phone and just sitting there doing nothing. Right. You're going to get a butt chewing.
Yeah.
Now,
you know.
the guys that you work with, they have their own tools?
Yes.
Tools? Nobody uses your tools. I mean, you know, because I know everybody uses Kenny's tools.
The shop owner's box is a community box.
Much.
It has to be.
The problem with ours is there's so many specialty tools. You know, it's like I got specialty tools that Travis doesn't have. Travis has tools that I don't have.
Right.
You know, and then my partner has tools that I don't have, and I got the same way that he does. You know, I got tools that he doesn't have.
Right.
So, you know, it's so hard to have every single tool because every time you do something, they change something. Or like now it's like every 3 years that tool's obsolete.
Yeah, we've got a broken valve spring in a 5-4-3 valve, and there's a tool, $32 online to buy and do to snake it out, so you don't have to pull the cams. And I've never had that tool. I've got to buy it. Yeah. How long till I use it again?
Right.
The Cadillac North Star water pump tool. I remember buying that thing for $106 when it first came out. Now they're $30, but it's
now do the guys with the truck still come around? Matco or Snap-on, or what do you use? Steve?
They're slim picking. Cornwell's gone.
Cornwell's gone. Okay.
Mac is.
I haven't seen a Mac truck in 30 years.
Mac doesn't do street delivery like that anymore. They're side shows.
Yeah, Cornwell's gone.
Right.
We just got a Matco guy. And then pretty much Snap-on, like Ken the Toolman, he retired, you know.
Ken the Tool,
So Snap-on's still around?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now who do you use?
Yeah, Snap-on and Matco. They're the only two that are traveling and coming by.
That's it.
Yep. So what we use now is Tooltopia.com.
And what do they do? They deliver it right to the shop?
Just like Amazon.
That's it?
Yeah.
Really?
But see, so Snap-on trucks, your $40 ratchet that has a lifetime warranty, like the 100 tooth or 30 tooth or whatever, is online and you can buy it. But Snap-on, they're going to charge more. A, it's a name.
Right.
But B, they come to you.
Correct.
You get to make payments.
Yeah,
so I mean, there's a lot of service involved with that $100 ratchet that really is $35 or $45.
Yeah, because I remember when I was running the salvage yard, the Snap-on guy would come in and he'd come, hey, listen, I got this toolbox. It's filled. Could be yours, you know.
Right.
And, and that's how most of the mechanics used to buy this stuff.
Yeah.
We'll take the whole toolbox, you know.
Yeah, pawn shops. A lot of people start off at pawn shops, and that's where we get side boxes. And now it's marketplace. You find a mechanic who is gone, you know, he's not getting it done. He's not making the money, and he's going to sell his toolbox and go to another trade.
Right.
And then what you got to do then is you got to go look at the serial number, take pictures, take it to your Snap-on guy, because lo and behold, you'll be buying a stolen box.
Yeah,
Steve.
first, my the orange, I have an orange Snap-on the roll-around cart. The first one I was going to buy, the kid was real hesitant about giving me the serial number. I'm like, listen, dude, if you think I'm buying that and I ain't calling my Snap-on guy the serial number, you're crazy, so go smoke some more crack. Yeah. And he just wouldn't give the number. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously it's stolen, so I called my Snap-on guy, and I screenshotted the name and all that stuff was on the Facebook Marketplace, and he's like, yeah, the kid still owes us $900 on that.
There you go.
But if Steve bought that and he found it, Snap-on guy found it in Steve's possession, they could call the police. Steve's in possession of stolen goods.
Oh, really?
They take it from him, and he's out his money.
Wow.
And it becomes a civil suit for Steve.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's how I lost that crate motor years ago.
Right.
False ID and all that stuff. And you know, I did everything I could. I was like, I need a picture of the ID and a picture of the receipt. Matched it all up. Met the guy at the Oviedo Mall, which is right across the street from the Orlando Police Department. And then that motor ended up being stolen.
Yeah.
And then good old Jegs. If anybody brings me a part from Jegs, I tell them I don't install it.
Right.
Because Jegs used me. I got the guy arrested. We set up a sting, got him arrested, 4 or 5 other people, got 6 crate motors back.
Right.
And Jegs is like, oh, we need that motor back for, the court case, for evidence, and we'll take care of it, and we'll give it back to you because you did the right thing, and they screwed me.
Nothing.
Yeah. And I got them 6 engines back plus mine.
Right.
And then who orders 20 crate engines on 2 different credit cards and no one checks the credit card I need?
Right.
Multi-billion-dollar company screws the little guy.
Now you don't use Jegs, right? For your motors, who do you use for your motors?
I do. Buy
You do?
some
Oh, you
stuff
do
from
use
Jegs. Look, we buy motors from Summit mostly. If we're going to do that.
Okay.
There's several different motor builders. The last one we got was that Blue Star. And you said that some people have some issues with the Blue Star.
Yeah.
This one turned out really good.
That's good.
Yep. So, man, there's a million builders out there now. It's
There's a lot.
Who's going to give a warranty and who's customer service at the end? You got now everybody's looking at that.
Yeah,
well, the biggest thing is customer service because I've known guys that bought these crate motors and the heads don't match.
Right.
Yep. You get non-match. It's just ridiculous. And then you're screwed. And then,
we bought a Sprinter motor from the powertrain.
Right.
And, they're all over Spike TV and all that,
Right.
And they endorsed the hell out of them. And we had a motor, let me tell you, it took us almost 6 months to get our money back.
Yeah.
They came in, the valve was crushed in the head.
Yeah.
And then they try to say we did it. I'm like, that's done from the machine shop.
Yeah.
And then they sent us another motor. The valve seat was no good, and the valve was already bent in the head.
Right. Oh, boy.
And talk about trying to get your money back, and then everybody's like, "Oh, powertrain."
Yeah, the biggest thing is customer service. They don't have, I'm sure you guys deal with it all the time.
We bend over so far for customer service, man. I unfortunately am married to the business. It owns me,
right?
Because everybody has my cell phone number, and that's just how it goes. Steve, you're the same way, man.
Yeah, I needed parts for the old Lucille truck for Grandall's truck, and Jegs is the only one that really had them.
Ooh.
I found them online. I paid $25 more.
Yeah.
I want
You want order from Jegs. All right, so there we go.
Hey, man, he's set on his ways about it.
That's it.
All right.
Jesse, you'll play us out. Yeah. We'll close out, and we'll be right back.
Bang.
Bang. Zoom.
Dolphin Auto is a family-owned and operated automotive shop, servicing all makes and models. Proudly located at 6010 South US Highway 1 in Grant. From current to classic, Dolphin Auto is the place to go. Established in 2012, we now offer full custom exhaust work, collision repairs, and custom paint for your ride. Call today for your free estimate. From current to classic, just call 321-984-8322. Dolphin Auto is the place to go.
Attention landlords! Have your tenants fallen behind on rent as a result of financial hardships? Has that past due rent caused you to fall behind on your own financial obligations? Indian River County is offering a new free mediation program to assist residential landlords and tenants with back and future rent payments up to $10,500. Mediations are available now through September. Participants may get more information and pre-qualify by going to ircgov.com or calling 877-HEART-95. Walk-ins will be welcome. Affordable Water has made great tasting water even more affordable. Right now, get a free reverse osmosis drinking water system with qualifying purchases, or free salt delivery for 6 months. Enjoy clean, pure, crisp tasting water from Affordable Water right away. Call now. Affordable Water.
Call 589-7677 for your H2O. Call the Pure Water Pros. Affordable water.
New Vision Eye Center has world-class surgeons to guide you through your options for cataract surgery. Dr. Stephen Tate, Dr. Mohammed Syed, and Dr. Sarah Kadadade offer the latest procedures for the removal of cataracts. After the age of 40, cataracts become increasingly common. Are you experiencing a halo around lights or poor vision at night or frequent changes of eyeglass prescription? Come for a consultation at New Vision Eye Center, 772-257-8700, or visit newvisioneyecenter.com.
welcome back. I had to put my glasses back on
There you
before we
go.
went live again.
Very bright in here
Yeah,
today.
Jesse cranked the tunes up and had us rocking out a little bit. Man, I get carried away sometimes because Keith did pick some good tunes to change it up when we did do that change, and we kind of got away from the old classic car
Beach Boys and car songs.
Round, get around.
Because we kept on getting in trouble.
Yeah.
FCC was complaining that we weren't paying the money to play that music.
Yeah.
But all the music we have now is paid for.
That's right.
It's all about the money.
We just got to worry about the background. Jesse's in there eating candy over there.
Yeah, he turned to me and he had a mouthful of peppermint candy.
Peppermint candy.
It's too early for candy corn,
right.
even though the grocery stores are all ramped up now. They got Christmas, fall stuff, and Thanksgiving all lined up.
Well, I think he's eating leftover Christmas candy from last year.
It could be.
Yeah, see? How good can that candy be that he's eating?
Still tastes good, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It still works.
I'm not going to argue.
Listen, it's not a big old thing of gummy bears,
Right.
No, I know.
Hey, we were at some place the other day, or a few weeks ago, and Jada turns around, she's like, hey, Mom, check this out. And Erin turns around, she's like, hey, that's got candy written all over it. It was the biggest bag of gummy bears I've ever seen in my life.
It's a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't bought one yet. I've got the 1 pounders.
It's like a freaking half a pillowcase.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that much? Yeah, what are you going to do with that?
Well, taking the Nova Chattanooga, it's going to be
that's what Kenny needs to
2-week
pass
trip
out.
right there in the front seat, just sitting there, me and a bag of gummy bears, just
You give Kenny a bunch of sugar, he passes out. It's the only thing that calms him down.
Right.
Like,
Well, he's not
overdose,
not riding with you this time, so it's not too bad.
But I am planning on leaving the same time as him. Well, he's going to go a week early, so I'm going to go. I want to draft as far as I can. Hopefully when I break down in the first, couple hundred miles, he'll be there to pull over and help me out a little bit. And, so...
I'll send you the video. I'm like,
Are you driving the Nova?
I'm driving.
You're not going to trailer it,
no,
huh?
man, we're going to drive. I'm not a person that does well in the relationship area.
Correct.
But at this point in time, I believe I have a companion that is riding with me, and we're going to make a road trip out of this.
Yeah,
and
but
go
you know
and do
what?
it.
Once she's in the car, there's no getting out. So you're pretty much she's stuck with you for the 12-hour ride.
Right. I think this is what she's pondering right now because it's the realism. We went away and did
I'll
4
put
days.
$100. She'll punch him in the face and pull over. And Kenny's like, yes, dear, yes, dear.
I mean, is Steve going to be getting a call? Hey, listen, you got to take her. I can't,
Listen, if
she wants to ride with Steve now.
We know there's no AC. It's a no air car. But I figure if I put a mirror over the passenger visor, got little lights on it.
Yeah.
What more could she want, man?
You might have to get one of those little dashboard fans or something like that.
No AC. Temperatures are going to be hot in that car.
Yeah.
Well, but we're going north.
And it's still not going to be hot.
It's got the vent windows, man.
That's
actually,
true.
You know what?
It's got vent windows.
And it's a post car, so it does have the rear windows that drop down, but it does have a good.
Yeah, the vent windows will help. You open up those. The Nova vent windows are really good.
And here's the deal.
We're going to place wagers on this.
No. I'm willing to see what happens. I'm
placing wagers. Anybody?
Right. So
that's a long ride.
I don't even know what to touch on that, man.
Yeah, I can't see myself driving 12 hours in an old car with no AC.
So it's not even 12. So we're going to leave the Sunday before the event and drive up to Asheville, North Carolina, see her mom, and then drive up to Tennessee.
10 hours to Asheville.
Yeah, right. So we'll take 2 days to get to Asheville. Just trying to not push her.
You're going to drive to Jacksonville and pull over?
I'm thinking more about panhandling and going and then shooting up like 55 or
it's going to be 3 days because of the fights.
Right.
Please get back in the car. I love you.
No, there's no hitch. Nobody's got to ride behind the back. No. So we should have fun with it, though. And when we're there, we're going to go up after the show. We're going to go to Greenville, South Carolina, and see my sister and her husband. And
is there any way you could put a rumble seat in the Nova?
No.
No.
I've got to carry a spare. I've got the fatties in the back, and sometimes I've got to put a rally wheel in the back and a jack and some tools and be ready. But so this weekend, I've not said anything to anybody really outside of whatever. I am taking the Nova, and I am
going to go over the whole thing.
Checking it out. She's getting done. I'm going to keep the motor tranny, what have you. But we're new core support, aluminum radiator, new motor transmission, and. Go through the rear end, all the brakes, get front disc brakes up front with power brake boosters, do all that in the next 2 weeks, drive around for a month, make sure she's good, and then off we go.
Yeah.
I might not even be going.
There you go.
What, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. We'll talk after.
Did
the
you
show.
pay?
I'm not gonna-
Did you buy your tickets yet?
Oh yeah, no,
you
I've got.
Because I know you're waiting for Steve to buy
so
tickets.
I've got hotel reservations, but
Right.
we talked a little bit over the weekend. I haven't talked since then, so you haven't bought dinners
Jared's
and all that.
homecoming is the day.
It's,
There you go.
listen, can you kill my mic for a second because I'm gonna say it.
Hey, you know,
Aaron can stay home with Jada,
No,
and if you want to,
you can't do that.
look, we'll just take a couple muscles up and go, dude.
can't do that.
Drop the ladies.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Jess, I'll ask Jesse a question.
Okay, because he's newly married for the first
newly
time.
married for the first time. Jess, second time,
Second
third
time.
Oh, so,
whatever.
okay,
No, but
okay.
it's counting.
He didn't,
Discount.
he didn't learn anything
Wait
the
a
first
minute,
time.
his
right?
wife's listening to the show, so
Yeah,
he's
she
going to
is.
answer on that.
Kim's a nice lady.
Jess, how far would Kim make it without air conditioning if you were driving?
Oh, no. Not even out the driveway. Not even out the driveway.
Not even out of the driveway.
No.
And here's a newlywed.
Right.
You're not even that.
Yeah.
And you think she's going to make it 12 hours without air
And he
conditioning?
knows she's listening, too.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you damn straight. She's out there yelling.
Hey, don't open the door. Let him open the door because she might be right there. Send him out the door first.
Mine's listening too, and I will face that later tonight.
There you
but,
go.
You know, she is glutton. I'll just tell you that Tiana is glutton.
Okay.
We're just going to go on to the next something from that.
All right, let me we'll just talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
He's on the crap list the whole way
This,
around.
I know we air on Saturdays at 2,
Yes.
but if you listen to us live, Facebook Live, or watch us tomorrow on Planet Vero, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Planet Vero? September 10th, they're doing a 100th birthday drive-by. They're going to honor a World War II veteran with a drive by his house on Friday. Doesn't matter if you take a classic car or your everyday car. Meet at the Winn-Dixie parking lot outside of Barefoot Bay at 2 o'clock.
That's right.
And I think they're going to set up, they're going to drive by
Yeah.
the World War II veteran,
Yeah.
September 10th. And
Yeah. We got some flags to put on the Nova, and we're just going to bring her up in the 57 Chevy, and we'll tool her down there.
yeah, just waves,
That's
yell
right.
happy birthday.
That's
It's
right.
nice.
That's right. We got the megaphone. You know the megaphone
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the car shows? Yeah.
And then on September 11th, they're having a 9/11 Remembrance Car and Truck Show up at the American Legion Hall up in Palm Bay. That's from 10 to 2 at 396 Cogan Drive. Registration starts at 9. It's $20. You get $5 off for military and first responders.
Okay.
So it's the 20th anniversary of 9/11. So
Yeah.
that'll
and real quick, Jesse, we take a break at what time?
2450.
24:50.
So we got 2
All
minutes.
right, so I'm not going to go into anything crazy or nothing.
Right.
This is it's a big weekend because it has been 20 years.
Yeah.
It hits everybody a little bit different.
Right.
This was something that everybody in this room was an adult, and we all watched it happen.
Yeah.
Whether you were there or whether it was on TV or whether you're at work and somebody that you love was calling you, and it affected everybody. Man, it was our country, and it was under attack. And the last thing we'd ever heard about that was Pearl Harbor.
Right.
And none of us were alive and kicking for that. And so this is we thought that was our parents' war. It was, and this is our war. And now the stuff that's going on with Afghanistan, and you know, I'm a Republican. I'll say it real quick. And the school stuff, it's all kind of breaking down and everything. But this was a very hard time in our country.
Yeah.
And we talk about it so we don't forget.
Right. Should never forget.
No. So 2340. I wonder if we take a minute and just be quiet here for a minute and remember
I don't know if we
those.
could do that, but we could give it a shot. Jessica, are we allowed to do that?
Are we allowed to have dead air?
It's not going to work well on the radio.
Listen, for everybody that doesn't get this, just give us a little bit of opportunity because this is our weekend show, and we'll take a couple minutes and go into break from here, and let's just take a minute and give thanks to the heroes that aren't here today because they went in to help somebody else. So
here we go, and then play us out right after we're ready to go.
yeah,
All
amen,
right,
amen.
thanks.